So this is an interesting video because when I think about Michi personally, I know of two things. That one, she is very heartwarming, and two, she is very dense. I haven't seen anything that even equated anything to what she likes sexually, but she's hanging out with Mel and she's letting more of her inner self outwards. So I'm interested just to see how this video goes, and maybe we got some, sexual education conversations to have. Maybe, but we'll see by checking out these two clips with Mel and Michi.
Would you be less afraid of experiencing something sexual if there was 0% chance of pregnancy or disease?
No?
Huh?
No? I have to be honest, I'd say yes. I think like
Huh?
my
Like what?
biggest fear of like
I mean, like for Mel, I mean, I guess it doesn't make a difference, but if you're like, I don't know Michi's, history, but like again, she seems more say so. So it'd be like, yeah, if she doesn't do anything, then yeah, it would make sense that she would say yes. But for Mel, I mean, it makes sense that she says no because she's already doing a bunch of stuff anyway.
maybe sexual as in like off is not I mean like it's like actually having with someone with a right. One of my biggest fear is
Okay.
either I get a disease or I'm pregnant, like before I'm ready. Because I don't want to have like I do want to have a kid one day, but because I do,
Uh,
I don't want it to be like an accidental
you want to plan it out. Respectable, understandable. I think a lot of people
pregnancy.
should
I
do
want
that
to
as well.
plan it
Thank you.
out.
Yeah.
But so if let's say I could have sex with zero chance of like pregnancy or disease, I
She
would say
probably doing
yeah.
more.
I'd be
Yeah.
like less
I
afraid of
mean,
it.
I
Understandable.
feel like a lot of people would agree with that.
Yeah, if they
You
don't do
wouldn't
it,
be?
then yeah.
No, I'd also like to not be pregnant, and I'd also like to not have sexually transmitted infections and diseases. I think that's a pretty shared sentiment.
I mean, bro, like the question, I mean, like it's either yes or yes, but like if you say no, it's like, I mean, okay, no is living in the real world. Yes is living in a world where there's no diseases. I mean, okay. Okay.
But I mean, yeah, I guess I do have a bit of a breeding, but like that's
Freaky.
just really reflective of the I watch.
Freaky.
I would not want to be pregante ever.
Ever. Wow.
But you know, the is fun to explore.
What's a breeding?
So like you can like you can make a out of anything, but
Yeah, anything.
like
Literally.
I shy.
Literally.
So the concept of like you've probably seen the meme like get
Clap, clap,
pregnant
clap.
or
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
breed
yeah.
but no pregante. Have you seen those memes?
Yeah, but it's not just a joke.
Well, I mean, it is a joke, but
It is for some
it's
people.
a biological imperative that you pass on your genetic material, your ability to. That's part of the like the
Life.
foundations of being a living animate creature, procreation. And so in humans, you know, like it's part of their genetic imperative to want to make offspring, to pass on their genetic material, their
Sometimes I feel a little self-conscious about my microphone quality, and then I'm listening to Mel's with this big ass buzzing noise, and I'm like, yeah, maybe mine's not so bad.
genetic information and create little versions of themselves before they die. That's pretty common. And
It is
so
common.
some people
That's life.
emphasize the process of inserting fluid often into a vagina because
Bro,
that's how you would get pregnant and
this is like the most baby way of explaining reproduction.
Oh, so it's not about the pregnant part. So the breeding isn't about pregnant.
It's
I feel like it's not necessarily like the actual part of, getting pregnant. I think it's more of the emotions that are involved with getting pregnant, right? Like reaching your climax inside of somebody, right? That is very emotional thing to do. And like maybe even like yeah, the actual pregnant part, maybe you feel successful. I mean, like if anything, like that's one of like the biggest successes in life technically would be like having a offspring. Like, how do you get more successful than having an offspring? But I like, of course, because it's so common, because so many people do it, and some people like do it fairly often, right? They have like three, four, five, six kids, right? A lot of people, of course, don't even really look at it that way. But it's like, yeah, like what's like, because I feel like it's taken for granted because there's so many humans, right? But to have the ability to have you, a human being, create something that is half you and you love it and take care of it, that is a success, at least in my book. Some people think, oh, once they have a kid, bro, life sucks. But I think it just, circumstances. It definitely could suck if you, have a deadbeat wife or a deadbeat husband and you do this and you get pregnant with them. Yeah, 100%. It could be absolutely terrible and ruin your life, or it could be the greatest thing to ever happen, because that's at least what my friends tell me. They say, "Oh man, once I had a kid, it's like the greatest thing to ever happen to me. I literally would kill people for my kid. Like I would die for them. I would do whatever it takes to keep my child alive." Blase, blase, right? And it makes sense. Like it's a neural thing, an emotional thing, a spiritual thing, all in one. It's your offspring. So yeah, of course, a lot of people online take it for granted. Like when Toma went to the park and she like, "Oh yeah, I'd hit that kid," right? Because it's not your kid. But as soon as you were to have a kid, you would understand what it feels like to have this emotional bond with something that is yours. It's deeper than having a dog. It's deeper than having any other pet, right? You're literally the genetic makeup is half you, half somebody you hopefully care about.
It's the fear. It's the we did not protect us. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, this is risky. And it's like, yeah, baby, but take my. We're enjoying this so good that it's dangerous, but like it's a mental out of all the it's a mental one. It's called.
I mainly asked that
In Japanese, the tag is
afraid of
actually she is
so
breeding without the intention to impregnate and yeah.
So Infinity said, like, I asked that because Michi said she's afraid of in general, so I was wondering if it's the actual act or the potential repercussions. Both.
Potential repercussions. Yeah.
Yeah, I have like, okay, I've said this before, I think. I'm not afraid of sex. I'm not like, oh my god, oh, but like, it sounds painful. And listen, man, if I had a right, I'd probably be more inclined.
No, bro, why'd you cut the clip so early, bro? Like, bro. Oh, Michi's hilarious. But yeah, like I can understand why she definitely feels that way, right? There's a lot of risk that goes into doing it. But, a lot of those risks are circumvented just due to uh contraception, right? People have birth control, people have the morning after pill, right? There's condoms. So yeah, it's definitely it's taken for granted for one, and for two, it's not something that's as risky. And like legitimately, like there was times back in the day, like if a woman got pregnant, bro, it was GG. She usually would pass away during the actual birth of the child, right? Because the pain of labor and all these other different factors, right? Potential infection, blase, blase, right? So it was a definite risk back in the day to just, and sometimes it still is a risk, right? But we have like C-section and different ways of birthing. But back in the day, bro, like if you gave birth to a child for a woman, sometimes it was GG's after that. Back to the lobby you go.
Hope you're happy.
Actually, I've always wondered this, right?
Yeah.
I have some friends who work in like adult VA, and ever since then, I can't watch certain types of like videos anymore because I know it's them and I can hear their
That's
voice, and the fact
crazy.
that I know them, and I
That's
feel bad.
crazy.
Like I
Why?
watch it to support them, but I can't
What?
do it because I'm like, that's my friend.
Right, it's interesting, right? Because I've been doing no nut November since October. That's the best way I can say it. You feel me? So since October, I'll still watch it from time to time, right? Because I do actually have people on the platform that I also think are amazing creators at what they're doing, and I do want to support them. Like I hit the like button, I'll leave it like the people are like, who's leaving comments in the section in the comment section? Yeah, boy. And it's usually something positive. So it wasn't just like, oh man, what's her name? But yeah, for me, I'll look at it and then I won't do anything about it. I'll just be like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is interesting. Oh man, if I had a girlfriend, like I'd want her to do something like that to me, type shit. But you know, in the future, we will see.
And you know what I mean? Like I'm not it to a friend of mine.
I
Have you ever
comprehend
felt that way?
Understandable.
I know what you're coming.
You know, I actually asked this question when I was younger too. I was like, "Oh, if I became a prawn star, would you support me by watching my videos?" This is back before OnlyFans, by the way. This was back when your boy was like freshman year of high school asking this question. And some people say, yeah, they would support. So shout out to them.
I know where you're coming from. No, I
Literally.
mean, I still.
The cotton incident? Yeah. Have I told you the story of the Kun incident?
No.
They didn't put it out there to be heard and enjoyed. I'm just saying it's not weird, but please continue.
This is a long time ago, okay? Before I was in VShojo. I found this one video. Don't ask me why I was on it.
Okay,
and
speak into the mic. I'm gonna show it to stat. Okay, man.
It's a video of like a Freddy Fazbear with the who's the person's name? The girl, the
Michi is flicking the bean to Five Nights at Freddy's. Look, I don't kink shame, but I definitely did not expect the to be something that she gets off to. That's new to me. That is new to me.
blonde girl.
Chica? She's yellow.
No, the human girl. Human.
I don't know.
Vanessa.
Okay.
Who?
Right? Yeah, Vanessa. So there's like the
Who?
security guard is a girl named Vanessa, and it was Vanessa x Freddy Fazbear. And
And you were.
I'll look it up.
And
I
you
was
like,
watching the video and I was like, damn, this is actually really good. It's well animated, well voice acted, everything was well done, good visuals, good audio, perfect. And then halfway through the video, as I was like, right, I just heard the Vanessa character say like, oh, I love your Freddy Fazballs. And
this is exactly why I like, bro. How can you take that shit seriously? Like, how are you like, yeah, man, real stuff? It ain't doing it. Just like 3D, it ain't doing it. I need that Five Nights at Freddy's prawn. You feel me? Like, hey, to each his own. To each his own. But bro, I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't do it, brother.
I kind of like did not finish it, but it was a very funny story, you know. Did not finish, but
Word.
good
You got
story.
blue balls.
Fast forward to I joined VShojo. I was talking with Heavenly, and I told Heavenly this one story where it's like, yeah, that's me blue myself because that exact term blue me. And Heavenly's like, wait a minute, is it a Freddy Fazbear video? I was like, yeah, because he said Fazballs. And he's like, no, that voice actor is Cotton. And I remember I told Cotton to say, I love your Freddy Fazballs. Ever since then, I can't. Okay, not my proudest bro.
Brother.
I didn't even like not my proudest blue no. It was
You didn't know?
I just can't watch anymore. I just know too many people now. God's
Word.
weakest gooner. I'm sorry.
For real.
If I did goon, I'd be gooning to Heavenly's ideas, and I don't like that idea. I don't like the fact that Heavenly thought about this, and I'm in it.
Well,
No,
you're not beating the allegations.
For real.
but there was a girl, and listen, okay, it was massive, but it was very well animated. I
Okay,
am a simp for well animated things.
You are welcome to entertain chat. I'm going to make a 40-second phone call
Bro, why that 4 look like a 9?
Oh, okay, take your time.
with my accountant.
Accountant?
Your time.
What are you gonna buy?
Will be I just need to confirm stock market. Beer market.
I have
What?
no idea if you're being honest or not at this point. Am I
You need to talk to an accountant about the stock market. Bro, Michi, are you moving thousands of dollars worth of shares? That's the only reason why you need to do something like that.
she looking at the fastballs? She's
That's
gonna
crazy.
pee. I see. I just know too many people that are part of like the adult industry, which is good, right? Pop off queen. But I can't to my friends. I know I'm the weakest gooner. I know. I just can't, man. Imagine if you have a good friend, right? And you're like halfway your meat, and as you're about to
Why'd she say meat?
you just get reminded of your friend. You can't do that. You can't just come to your friend.
Okay.
Oh, well, you could.
No! I
You
love
could.
Mata. But if let's say Mata's in like a
I'd love
R18
it.
video, I'm not into that.
I would.
He made it
Well,
for
I wouldn't jizz to it, but I'd watch it.
the world.
Yeah, not for me.
Whoa.
Well, she made it for
Different. When you
everybody.
Feels like
make
I'm
and release it into the world, that's for everyone who's 18 and up.
Mel, how would you feel if I did to your videos?
Join the
Wow.
join the
I
team,
don't.
bro. Like
You know?
Join the
should say
crew.
that, but I don't know. Maybe it's a
Yeah,
But
me
we
thing.
put
I
so
can't
much
do it.
time and effort
for
into
real.
it. I
Like, bro, like 60% of Mel's chat's done it.
mean, a lot
Imagine
of
not being able to support the
time.
But
homies.
I
Yeah,
watch it.
support the
I watch
homies.
it. I swear.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
happy.
yeah. You got a nut to support the homies, bro. But yeah, again, interesting conversation, especially when it comes to Michi. Like, I feel like Michi is the type, and this isn't bad. If anything, this is a W for Michi, where she would honestly probably be more celibate until she finds somebody that she's actually really romantically interested in. I think that's a dub, you know. But at the end of the day, to each his own. As long as you are safe with it, man, hey, go for it. Because there's a lot of stuff out here that you can't cure with no pill, with no injection, and that stuff's with you for the rest of your life, and it'll make your life shorter. So yeah, definitely you got to be careful out here, for real, for real. But yeah, that's an interesting video, man. And yeah, that's a conversation. That's a question I'll ask for you guys, bro. If you had a friend that was doing prawn and like they were just starting out and they asked for your support, would you support them by watching? Or even paying. Like, hey, if you really the homie and you gonna pay like for they OF or whatever, hey, that's a real homie. For real, that's a real homie. Jerk it for the homies. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.